The Manuscript of Survival, Part 381. December 22, 2013. As you have already noticed, the floodgates have been opened now and a continuous stream of light is flooding into you all. This may manifest itself in so many ways, but first, it will as usually make itself heard in your physical body. Again we hear groans of frustration, so please trust us when we say that this is an unavoidable part of this whole process. Remember, this is not in any way done in order to make you feel as uncomfortable as possible, even if that may seem to be the case in more ways than one. But now, these heightened energies will also bring with them other, less unpleasant side effects, if we may use such a word, and we think you will all find that these intensified physical responses will start to taper off soon, and then, these other effects will start to become more noticeable. This will be of little consolation to those still suffering in the throes of some rather intense physical eruptions of different kinds this time, especially since many of you have important days ahead, days you will be spending with your near ones, days that you will feel less inclined than usual to suffer from these physical setbacks. Well, we think that many of you will indeed feel a lessening of these symptoms during those festive days, and even if you will still have a hard time finding your balance again in the aftermath of this intensely charged weekend, we still think you will all find ample time to sit back in peace and quiet and savor this feeling of accomplishment. For again we want to remind you all that you have accomplished so much these last few months, and as this can easily be lost under the blur of physical and mental convulsions that you have all suffered, it bears to be repeated again. For this year, you have all gone above and beyond the limits you held yourself strictly to just a few months back, and we know that this will become evident to you all if you manage to really go within and take stock of just who you are today. For then, you will find a very new landscape, one that has slowly emerged during these last few months. And, as we have told you so many times already, this virgin territory is so vast, you have not even seen more than the first little segments of it yet. For you have started to unfold this huge, blank canvas within you, one that is untainted by the old and sad scratchings from the one you used to be. And now, you will be given all the colors you can think of in order to start to create the image you want to be. For you have finished your own cleansing to such a degree, there is no need to hold back on creating the new you, and as such, we want you all to give yourself the biggest gift this holiday season. For you certainly deserve it in all the ways that one can describe. For you have worked so hard to get to where you are today, standing on the threshold of not only a new year, but a brand new beginning. So let us remind you that this is indeed the perfect time to do as we ask you to do, to sit down and take stock, and please, remember to be generous to yourself as you do this. Do not look for any failings you might consider to still be a part of your life. No, search for the victories, for they are indeed plentiful, and that goes for each and every one of you. For you are no longer the same person you were when this year started. For in your wake, lies lifetimes of accumulated dross that will no longer serve to hold you back in any way. So this time, we do urge you to take a look over your shoulder, the better to see all of the old baggage you have left behind on this stage of the journey. And then, we urge you to sit down and look ahead, at that wide open, inviting space beckoning you to come to it. And remember, this will not be merely a short visit. No, this brand new space is yours for the remainder of your sojourn within this current physical manifestation. So make sure you do not miss out on any of the wonders that are yours for the taking during this time. They are up for grabs, ready and waiting for your arrival. So get into the holiday spirit by giving yourself the gift of acknowledging all of the hard work you have accomplished, and most of all, acknowledging all of the changes in your very own persona you have accomplished too. They are certainly no mean feat, and we do applaud you all for your valiant efforts. They have not been wasted in any way, and even if your physical body may feel like it is starting to lag more than a little bit behind in all of these whirlwinds of change, know that the only reason it feels like this, is that it is changing rapidly also, alongside those more mental aspects that you have worked so hard to release from your baggage this year. So therefore, know that even if this year seems to have taken its toll on you all, this year has in fact made you all just that more resilient and strengthened. So out of this paradox emerges the new human, the human that has made null and void of so many of those old rules that used to govern you. Both the self-imposed limitations, but also those superimposed, external ones that have hampered you so much. So here you stand, free of so much that used to be an intrinsic part of you a mere 12 months back, but is no more. So as you have become less of what you used to be, you have also become more of what you will be. But there is more to come, dear ones, and as you shall see as the new year dawns just a few short days away, you have many gifts waiting for you that will far surpass anything you might find under any Christmas tree this year. For even if the gifts you have already bestowed upon yourself this year are more than impressive, they are nothing compared to what you still have in store. So again we say, take some time to congratulate yourself on a job very well done, and take some time to sit down in anticipation for what is yet to come. For this journey is by no means over yet, and the best is yet to come, as they say. And this time, no words could ring more true than these. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com